Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to RealLeeATL, y'all, where the talk is so real and the feeling is mutual. That don't even make sense. I'm getting ready to make me some coffee because I think I'm gonna drive Uber today. I was gonna go to the park. Today is the jazz festival this weekend here in Atlanta. Today is the jazz festival this weekend here in Atlanta. I'm not even making any sense. This weekend is the jazz festival here in Atlanta. And today is one of the days that I think it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Excuse me. I don't know about tomorrow. I just know about today. But I usually go and set up a tent and everything, and but the weather is, they even talking about thunderstorms, so it's rainy. It's raining off and on. I don't want to be down at a park, even though I have rain boots and everything. I don't want to be down at a park in this weather, just the sloshiness and the I went to a party last night. It was just fine. It was just okay. It was super hot in the club, in the sports bar, to the point where it wasn't even comfortable. So I sat outside on the patio for the most part. I sat outside because who could take that? Not me. And my friends eventually joined me. Well, one of them was out there with me the whole time, and then this is one of the clubs where everything is overpriced, and there was a lot of New York people in there because the Knicks played the Cavs last night and they won. Knicks won. It's the playoffs, NBA playoffs, and so it was that going on. It was my friend's brother's birthday party last night, so it was that going on. Did it lose my face? Sorry. It was my friend's brother's birthday party last night, so he had that going on. And then, like I said, the game. So, oops, it was a lot. So I did do something last night, right? I drove Uber earlier that day, and I made some decent money. Always just trying to I should put it on my sleeve because I feel like you can hear it on my sleeve too. I see people doing that. My microphone I'm talking about now, y'all. I know I just switched topics. But anyway, so today I said I was going to go ahead and drive Uber. Probably go see my mom. And not go to the park. I wanted to tell y'all something. This Italian cream I got from Aldi's, it tastes just as good as the other creamer that we buy or see. Matter of fact, I got some. The Coffee Mate creamer. This has 0 sugar, but this is just as good as this, if not better. But they're both Italian creams. This is just cheaper. I wanted to share that with y'all because I don't know about y'all, but I am on a budget. I don't know about y'all. I'm on a budget. Take my one-a-days. I haven't shown y'all what I take in a while, so y'all, I don't know who follows me or whatever, or who subscribes to me, or who watch my shows or whatever, but I do a little vitamin regimen in the morning. I need to slow down. My mind is all over the place right now. take a hair and nail vitamin gummy. I've been taking that for years. That's why this hair grows. Ha! This ain't my hair, but you know. My hair grows. I digress. I said I was going to visit my mom today. Probably. I was going to go drive Uber rather than go down to the park. My friends said that they're going to be posted up out there. So if I did decide to go, I have somewhere to go. Because they're going to have a little, they got like 5 tents set up. And then my friend said I could Uber down there and then ride back with her and her husband, which would be awesome. But I don't want to be in all that. What is going on? Child. I guess it's just coffee this morning because I don't need nothing to eat. So what we're about to do is get in the car. I kind of want to Uber, but it's raining. I do need to go to the grocery store to get me some fruit. I'm going to the farmer's market and get me some fruit and vegetables. I'll start a good diet this morning or today. Not really a diet. I'm trying to take some of this weight that I picked up off over the holidays. Some of the weight. It's like 5 or 10 pounds.
Disarmed. Ready to arm.
Chime. 5 or 10 pounds.
Armed away. Exit now.
So I was just thinking, let me go to the grocery store or the farmer's market. Let me just run my errands, or let me drive Uber first and then go to the farmer's market. Let me go see my mom first, then go drive Uber, then go to the farmer's market. Let me just go see my mom. You know what I mean? Let's put this up here. I don't think. Let's take this out. Let's put that up here. Y'all bear with me while I get it together. I think I might ride over there and holler at her. And then go do the rest of my stuff. Because, honey, she'll probably be mad at me if I don't go today, if I don't come today, for real. No. She'll probably be upset. I could blame it on the gas and be like, Mama, gas is too high to just be riding around. But you got to lay your eyes on your parents, you know. My son still hadn't called me after our little situation, but we have texted each other. But I might call him and check on him. I mean, I feel like when you are the parent and you've done all the checking on the child when they were younger, right? It's time for them to start checking on you. Like, why can't that be the case? You know? As I go over here and check on my mama. I am preaching to see it's raining now. So, nah, I'm not going to no Piedmont Park. I'm not doing it. I cannot see myself out in the rain. It's just uncomfortable. And it's a jazz festival. It's not like it's a hip hop concert or something with some R&B. It's jazz. So I'm not saying jazz ain't good. I'm just saying, is it worth sitting in the rain? I don't know. Now, if it was some house music and I can get up and move around, that would be perfect. But it's not. Sorry, I don't mean to slurp. Let me turn this AC down some. Like, ain't nobody out here on the road. It's probably not busy out here in terms of Uber. I don't know, but I'm finna go see my mother. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go see my mom. Damn it, I still forgot the stuff for Goodwill. I'm gonna go see my mom. And then I'm going to run my errands. I'll go to the farmer's market and run my errands. That's what I'm going to do. I ain't got it, because tomorrow I got another party to go to. Today, since ain't nobody got to work tomorrow, I know people are going to be out, so that's cool. But it's raining. My windshield wipers are on and everything. So, I'm not doing it. I'm going to go see her. So, y'all, tell me this. So, I'm out last night, and there were a lot of people out last night. A lot of New Yorkers, a lot of New York folks out watching the Knicks versus the Cavs NBA playoffs game, which is fine. Like, it was a great crowd. Like, the Knicks have a lot of energy. The New York folks have a lot of energy, and but I do not care for the price gouging. There were a lot of men there last night, and let me tell you, even though I did have a drink bought for me, somebody bought me a drink, but I will say that men aren't, and I guess it's because of the economy, but they're not so gung-ho to be buying, drink these days. The guy that bought me a drink, he knows me. But as far as a man walking up to me, wanting to get to know me, and then offering to purchase me a drink, that don't happen no more. It used to. What about y'all? Have y'all ever just like been out, ladies, and a man is just like looking at you, and then he comes over and he eventually starts to talk to you, and next thing you know, it's 30 minutes done gone by. He's ordered him a couple of drinks, but he hadn't ordered you one. I mean, is it etiquette to do that now, or is that something that they just don't do no more, or are we expecting too much? What's the rules on that now? Because I have no idea. I don't, I'll never ask a person to get me something I can't get myself. I'll never do that. But common courtesy, if you sitting there and you're going to talk to me, and we sitting there talking, and we're struck up a conversation, and it's been 20 minutes now, going on an hour, and anybody else is coming through ain't really talking to you because they think you with him. Decency would be to offer to buy a drink. I might not take it, right? But am I still wrong into thinking that it's okay to offer that? Or is it me? Like, am I tripping? Or did he not think I was worthy? Or did he not have the money? Like, I don't know. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong in my expectations. I don't know if he's wrong in not giving the chivalry that I deserve. You're going to sit up here and talk to me. It could be a man standing there waiting to buy a drink, but you talking. And the conversation is good. I'm not saying that you have to buy one, but I feel like you really need to just at least offer. What you think? That was just something that I was thinking about when he was sitting there talking to me. He was sitting there talking to me, and like I said, and then when my friend came up, the guy who knew me, moved, dude. And then my friend was like, yo, you need another drink? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I said, I'm drinking Hennessy on the rocks, double shot of Hennessy on the rocks, because ain't no point in going back. Ain't no point in getting no little bitty shot. Ain't no point in that, right? So I do a double shot. And y'all, the double shots are $24. So one shot of Hennessy is $12. Double shots is $24. My bill came out, so the total was $48, right? For 2 drinks, 2 double shots. $48, and then there was a 8% service charge on, there was $8 service charge on the $48. So that's 56, right? And then, because there was $8 on that. And then it was tax on top of the 56. So they tax on top of the service charge. I think I got my receipt. Man, I was like, maybe I don't have it in this purse because I changed. But there was a tax. They taxed on top of the service fee. So they should have taxed on the actual drinks itself, but they taxed on top of the service fee. So that brought the amount up. So they taxed on $56. So when they taxed on $56, they be coming out of nowhere. They taxed on $56, and then I added a 7% tax on top of that for the tip. So 7% on top of that. Anyway, my bill came up to like $69 or something like that. 68, 69 for 2 drinks. I'm like, this is why I don't come here. It does not make sense. Everybody's trying to get paid. Everybody wants a piece of the rock. And my God, it was just 2 drinks. I could have bought 2 bottles for $60. I wish I had my receipt. Oh my God, I wish I had it, because I looked at it and I was like, you know what, Lee, I'm not going to complain. And then the hookah girl comes over to me and she was like, do you want a hookah? First of all, no, because every time I partake in hookahs, the next day I got some kind of sickly crud all off up in me. You know what I mean? Like, it just, my throat hurts, my chest hurts, just not feeling good. And I know it's because I've inhaled the hookah smoke from, or anybody else's I've consumed, or, the crud. Because I asked her last night, I said, do y'all clean these hookahs? And she was like, we clean them about once a week, but the hose is disposable. It doesn't matter if the hose is disposable, the hookah itself still needs to be cleaned after every use. And she told me what I needed to hear. And then she also said, well, you shouldn't be inhaling. Because I said, I know how to smoke a hookah. And she was like, do you inhale? And I was like, yeah. She was like, you shouldn't be inhaling. I'm like, oh shit, that's probably why. Oh, excuse me. I never learned to smoke a hookah. I was going to order one last night, but I said, I'm not spending all my goddamn money. I already paid $25 to Uber there. I only decided to Uber because I didn't want to, number 1, look for a parking space, number 2, pay for parking, if that was going to be the case. And I don't drink and drive, and I didn't know how much drink I was going to have because I was at a party. So I just Ubered there. So you factor in the $60 plus the $25, that's $85. Then after we left there, we stopped by the pizza spot because we were hungry. It was either pizza or Waffle House. Wasn't doing Waffle House, but they're both in the same little plaza or whatever. So went to the pizza spot, got a pizza, and had a drink while we were there. I had a double shot of Hennessy while I was there. The pizza and that came up to $50. So 85 plus 50, 140 is what I spent to go out last night. 85 plus 50, 135, 140 to go out last night to a birthday party. That wasn't budget friendly at all. I feel like if you can't afford to go somewhere, you should stay home. And it ain't that I can't afford it. I couldn't afford to do that every night for sure. But I don't have to do that every weekend in a row. You know what I mean? Like, or every day of the weekend because it's the Memorial Day. I don't have to do that. And yesterday when I drove Uber, I made $80. I had 6 passengers and I made $80. So I had 6 rides and I made $80. So I was able to, so that money, I guess, if you factor in how that worked, I will credit myself today another $80. So of that 140, I'll put 80 of it back. So technically I spent 60. So I'll throw 80 of it back into the pot. So the first one was Plus Size Player. That's the one I just finished. And then the next one is Curvy Girl Summer. So Plus Size Player looked like this. It was good, actually. And it's by Danielle Allen. And then Curvy Girl Summer. I'm passing the Goodwill now. I could just kick myself. Looks like this. And that is by Danielle Allen too. No wonder they kind of sound. But anyway, this Curvy Girl Summer is about a girl who, you know, it's a good book. She's a thicker girl. A thick, beautiful girl, but her family seems to think that, you know, she's getting ready to turn 30 and they're like, you know, you need to hurry up and find a man so you can get married. Your sister was married before she passed, but she passed of a heart condition, and the sister was the one that they, you know, praised a lot. She was in shape and she had a husband. She had a husband, and so everybody's like on the girl's back about, you know, you should be more like your sister. Her sister, again, she passed, and so they're basically setting the message or the tone that, you know, you're almost 30 and you are overweight, which it'll be a little bit more difficult for you to find a husband and have children. So, you know, her uncle was getting on her, basically saying everybody, you know, all the women in the family were married before 30. They were under 30 and they were married, and they were also in shape, so they didn't, you know, they weren't big girls, and she's a bigger girl, and they're like, you know, you're not going to find a husband. So as I'm reading the book or listening to the book, I'm like, damn, is that... So when I was under 30, I wasn't worried about finding no husband or what have you. It wasn't based on age or whatever. It just seems like they put this social requirement from a social standpoint on people to fully credit their life, like to say, okay, now your life is complete. You have a husband, you're the right size, you can have some babies, blah blah blah. And it's like, why is all that put on the women? What? So because I'm a certain size, I'm not going to find a husband? Is that what that says? Because I'm over 30, I'm not going to find a husband? And this book was written in 2025, I think. So it's not like it's back in the day. So anyway, I'm reading that right now. I don't like what I'm hearing the men say. This girl is just basically getting out there and she's dating. She wants to date. She's tried the apps. You know, she's tried just, you know, meeting people organically. And basically the guy that is kind of coaching her through this supposedly is a married man. She kind of talks to him every day when she goes to this little bar that's like under her apartment building. She goes in there and she kind of talks to him and confides in him. So he is basically telling her, I want you to be around men who knows how to treat you, blah, 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 blah. He supposedly is married, but I feel like they're getting closer. So I don't know if he's really married or playing the married game. I have no idea. But anyway, that's where I am in the book. It's a good book. There is a plot twist. But for men to just put all these stipulations, what about y'all? What about y'all, men? What about y'all getting too old? What about y'all getting to where your tallywhacker ain't working no more? Like, what do y'all have to bring to the table besides some dang on money? I'm so irritated with that narrative. It's crazy. Here I am, 55. I'm running into guys that are half my age talking about what's up. Nothing. And then the guys that are my age don't want women my age, so they ain't really talking about nothing. And if they do want you, they come in with ailments and lack of health knowledge. They set in their ways. They're damaged just like we are. They say that women are damaged. So are men. Men are damaged too. They go excuse me. They come with all these issues that we're supposed to forgive from shit that they've had in the past. Like, men are not all wrapped too tight either. It's both. And while no one has the answer to this, to the reasonings why, everything is the way they are, no one has the answer, then why are we continuously blaming? Like, stop blaming. We need to stop blaming each other for the things that people have done to us. I would never throw on my new person or project onto my new person what my old person did to me. If I have not healed from it, then I shouldn't be dating. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to hear what yours did to you. Now, what we all have in situations is lessons learned so that you'll do better. But learning a new lesson doesn't mean that you are going to walk up to a person, you start dating a person, be like, well, don't do this, and this, because my last one did this, and this, and it just so happened to do this. Don't do that. Give everybody a chance at the start line. Everybody has to start off on a clean page, because their issues and flaws and all of that might not be the issues and flaws that you have or you've experienced with someone else, and you're cutting it off before it gets started. Just get to know people. You meet people and they got these preconceived notions of what a woman should be, what a man should be. It just takes the fun out of dating, for sure. It just be like, ugh. So anyway, I'll pick y'all back up. I'm just all over the place when it comes to my topics, but this is Authentically Lee, so this is the RealLeeATL, honey. That's just who I am. For those of you who don't know me, my channel was Authentically Lee. A lot of people didn't know how to spell authentically. Not enough L's, or I don't know. So I changed it to RealLeeATL, which was just kind of easier to remember and that type of thing, hopefully. But welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your support. If you haven't already, please like the video, hit the post notification, and subscribe to my channel. I'm up to 82 subscribers now. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. That's not a lot, but I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of summer. I got 2 months to do it. I think I can. It's my new challenge. All right, I'll pick y'all up in a minute. Hi guys. Oh my goodness, I'm back. I went to visit my mother. It's now 2:00 and I was there for like an hour, good hour and a half. She wasn't even home when I got there. Like, my mom will be gone, but she was out. I don't know why when I get on this camera I get to yawning and carrying on sometimes. Anyway, she was out, so I had to wait on her to get there. Not long, but she was out. So now I'm headed to the farmer's market. I think that's where I'm gonna go and get my, oh God. just messing up my leggings. I just put some tissue on my leggings. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the farmer's market. Now you guys, the sun is peeking in and out, and I don't want to miss the park, but I feel like I just shouldn't even go. I mean, some of the good talent comes on at 5 o'clock, and then somebody even comes on at 7, and then also at 9 o'clock tonight. So it sounds like they're gonna be down there all day, and maybe I can wait and go. But I'm gonna just finish running my errands. That's what I'm gonna do. Be responsible and be productive, because tomorrow will be here, and then I'm gonna be complaining. I got a 3-day weekend. Today is just Sunday. So let me go and get this food. Like, I'm gonna go get my salad food, and I'm gonna be intentional this time and eat. I gotta go on a diet because I have gained weight, and oh my God, not cute at all. So I'm gonna go in to the farmer's market. I wanted to try a different one versus the one I always go to, but I know the layout of this one. You know what I'm saying? I know the layout of this farmer's market, so I probably need to stick to the program. What y'all think? There's one on, and then gas is too crazy to be driving all over the place too with it. So yeah, I need to just stay in my area. But y'all, groceries are expensive, because let me find my receipt. Now, some of the stuff I got because I wanted to get, but I spent $271.54. $271. It's right here. $271.54. And I'll tell you everything that I bought. Starting with, let me put this meat back in here, because this is meat that I've already had. It's frozen. And I was cleaning out the bottom of the fridge to make room, actually. To make room. So that I could see what I had versus what I didn't have. What's old versus what's new. I break my meat down, so I'll be breaking these down. These are steaks. I probably need to go ahead and make these. Because I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. So I may just take those out and make them, because there's no point in me making other stuff. So I'll just take 2 steaks. I'll just make 2 of them. I don't need to make any more than that. But yeah, I need to make room in my freezer. I have salmon. This is already frozen, but I bought more salmon today. So I'm gonna put this in there. These are beef patties. What I have is, I'll start with these. Bought some hot and spicy pork rinds. Banana cookies for my sweet tooth. And ginger snap. These are the only sweet things that I bought that are sugar sweet. Strawberries, they weren't on sale. These were $5.99. Fresh strawberries, fresh bananas. Bought some fresh grapes. These have the seeds in them. Ooh, they're sweet. They're good. Bought sour cream for my crab and shrimp salad that I'm gonna make. Bought a head of lettuce for my salads. Or my lettuce wrap, whatever I decide to do. $18-count eggs. Our smoked turkey wings. I bought imitation crab meat, but I also bought the real crab meat. It's for my crab salad. I bought shrimp. I bought fajita seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder. I have tomatoes because that goes with the salad. Pineapple, fresh. Frozen broccoli. Seasoned roasted Mexican street corn. I love Mexican street corn. I also have air fryer Mexican street corn on the cob. I already opened this, but this is my cran cocktail. Parmesan and sharp cheddar cheese. I bought this Smirnoff green apple drinks. Orange juice. Green onion. Celery. This is for the shrimp and crab salad. This is whiting. Here's the real crab meat. This was $17 or $19. This is more salmon. Okay, this is center cut. This was $21 for one piece. All right, y'all. My blueberries, or not my blueberries, but my blackberries, they had them 2 for $1. I bought some wine. This is Barefoot Sweet Red Blend. More turkey meat. Chicken gizzards. I cooked those for my dog. These are chicken tenders. This is an onion. I have a purple onion. Blueberries. More strawberries. Why do I have 2 strawberries? Ground turkey. Peppers. Cucumbers. Lemons were 3 for $1. Ginger. I have a whole thing of ginger here. Green tomatoes, because I want to make fried green tomatoes. I only bought 2. Red tomatoes. Nectarines. And bell peppers. That's enough, right? I think that's it. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. That is a lot. All right, so some of this meat I need to go ahead and put up. So I'm getting ready to break it down. I'm getting ready to put it up. I wish I had gloves. Because I'm not washing this meat. I'm just putting it in different bags. Like for instance, I'm going to take the gizzards. And I'm about to cut this in half like so. Like, watch. All I'm doing is taking it and I'm slicing it in half. Yeah, my bag, so I'm gonna put chicken thighs, and these were $11. So I have to open this one. And I do this with all my meat. When I go to the farmer's market, I have to break it down because otherwise I will have a bunch of meat. So I'll put 3 in here. And I'll put 3 in here. Right? Or 4, sorry. This 2, I cook for my dog. I take a marker and I put the date on the bag. So today is 5/24, I think. I just write it on here, 5/24. So I'll know how long it's been in the fridge, you know. And then you seal the air out. You're like, well, girl, how you seal the air out? You roll it. Roll and press. Because I don't have no air sealer or vent, whatever you call those things. Now let's do the chicken tenders. These chicken tenders were $12.55. This is a big one. 5/24/26. 5/24/26. So these are quart freezer bags. And I'm gonna do 1, not really counting them, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, an 8-piece. 5. You can do a 6-piece too. 6. So one got an 8-piece and one got a 6-piece. Let's see what this one has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 6-pieces and 1 8-piece. So you got 20-piece. A 20-piece. Now the sun is back out again. Crazy work. Oh my goodness, who keeps texting me? Me too, period. I changed my mind about Piedmont because of the off and on rain. Period. I just got back from the grocery store. I probably won't be doing anything. Period. Okay. So roll these up and fold these up and get the air out of them, right? You just got to get the air out of them. Everybody want to know what I'm doing. I like to feel wanted. I really do. My homegirl just texted me. She going to Piedmont. She's already down there. They Ubered down there. And I'm just not feeling it. Okay. Last but not least are the chicken cut unit wings. This is the wings, just the drumettes and the flats. This is not drumettes and the flats. This is not the wing on it, you know. I'm gonna need about 3 more bags. Let me put the dates on here. 24, 26, 5, 24, 26. So obviously when you get this meat back out, you wash it, right? I'm not washing it right now, so. This is a 10 piece, right? I'm doing 10 pieces. Another 10 piece. So since each 10 piece left over 4 wings left, so I'll just do a 11 piece, right? And then a 12 piece on one. So it's just 11 and 12, rounded off to about 10 pieces, you know. So you roll, and you close. I probably need a vacuum vent to conceal this. I probably need to invest in one since I do this quite a bit, especially when I'm just trying to save money. You know, I'm trying to save money so I don't have to go back grocery shopping. You know, I don't want to go back grocery shopping for a while. Now that all the groceries are put up, I got to put this. These are the chicken gizzards that I'm going to cook for my dog tomorrow. And then I'll separate my fruit and everything tomorrow, y'all, because I'm tired. I don't want to be in the kitchen no more. I'm going to shoot upstairs because I have been asked to come to someone's house for barbecue. I'd rather be there so I can be in the house than to be out in the rain in the park. Okay, y'all, I'm ready. I'm about to leave. I told y'all I was invited to someone's house for a little quick barbecue. So I threw on a sundress because I can go in and out of the house with this. I don't have on my, let me turn on my mic, because I'm not taking my camera with me. I always, y'all, when I'm in the car, but I'm about to change my purse out and take just what I need, so that I could match a little. But yeah, I'm not staying home. I've completed the errands I had to run with my grocery haul and whatnot. So I'm done with that. And I'm about to leave. I don't want to stay in the house for the weekend, but I'm not going to the park. I've already decided on that. I'm not going to the park, but I will be getting out of the house. So all I'm doing is transferring my stuff into my purse. so that I could have my money and my cards and my license, right? And be done with it. Because I'm not going to sit around here and ponder on what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it. People keep talking about the weather. I'm not going to keep talking about the weather. I'm just going to go. I'll be in their house. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So here's the look. I have on a white dress with my beige strappy sandals and my purse to go with. And I'm good to go. Oh, I probably need to just spray on some perfume. I'm going to use my Sexual Sugar. I love this. I'm going to put this on right now. And I'm going to head out. Yeah, so this is my outfit. And this is what I'm going to freaking wear. Yep. So anyway, I'll see you guys again. I'll see you guys again sooner than later. Mwah.